Hello guys, welcome back to Bus Stock Garage. I want to let you know what we're doing today before the video starts. We're going to be doing upper and lower control arms, which is from Auto City Classics from eBay. I watched some videos of Cam Fisher, and he has two spare bodies that he's running them on, and he has no issues with them. I did a bunch of research, read a lot of reviews. I haven't found no bad reviews on them at all. So I went with them. They're a little bit cheaper than UMI, but we're going to try them out before I bite the bullet and buy UMI. Because, well, you guys don't know yet, but we have another one of these. But, and then the coil springs are UMI Performance, and then the sway bar kit and sway bar is all UMI Performance. And that's a great company. I've ordered a lot of stuff, used a lot of their stuff. And then later on down the road, in the future, we're going to be changing the whole rear end up completely with UMI. But just wanted to get that out, and let's get to the video. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I already started unboxing. It's almost like Christmas. Get my arms. Alright, I'll get back with you. Let me get all this undone because I don't have, my holder broke. And as you can see, yeah, just me and Gator. Alright, well here's the lower control arms. All the welds look pretty good. They're heavy. Gotta be way better than that stamped steel. Bump stop, steering stop, shock, and then your upgraded sway bar bushing. But all this looks really good. Here's the upper control arms, bump stop, ball joint. It's just as good. There should be no flex in these. The old stamp steel stuff flexes a lot. Because my factory sway bar ain't gonna work because it's a bolt style, not a in-link style. So, got on the phone with UMI, ordered an upgraded sway bar for the front. Here we are with Gator, and she's under the knife. I already got the front sway bar off. I apologize. We already tore those side apart. So I'm going to show you this side. Here's all the factory stuff. Factory spring that someone cut, and then the bump stop they cut off. So we're getting rid of all this. So don't forget to follow along, like and subscribe. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking through this. Almost probably 80%, 90% of you been here, done that. But I'm going to show you the process. Then we'll show you the new versus the old. But here we go. upper arm. Now, we're going to keep all these shims in order somehow. So we have to put them back. I was going to order different ones, like some solid aluminum ones. Just never got to it. And then they'll have to go to the alignment rack anyway. I'll show you the other side. I got it all tore apart. It's all laying there. As you can see, we got a lot of cleanup work to do. Look up in there, we need to clean all that out. Clean all the old North Carolina mud off of it. But I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. Alright guys, we're back with the new suspension upgrade on Gator. It's not a professional job, it's just a down and dirty. We scuffed, got all the mud and grease stuff off, and threw some flat black rust barrier chassis paint on there. We went underneath and did it too. We did both sides. I really didn't record none of that. If I was watching, it'd be kind of boring. But got the new lower control arm up here, and here's the old control arm. Now, when you get these, you do have to take this apart and grease all your bushings with water resistant. I used high temp water resistant, like a, I don't know, just a cheap brand of, it's for, oh shit, it's made for poly bushings. So, but I wanted to show you the new and the old side by side. You can see here, here's the old bushings. You can see they're all gone. I did put ball joints in this a while back. We're gonna keep these arms just to keep. I think the ball joints are the same replacement part number as these. I'm not sure. I have to do a little research, but you can see how good quality these are. Now this is just stamped steel. That's why you know that. I can tell you right now, this is a little bit more heavier than that. If I had a scale or something, I'd weigh them to show you, but this ain't that heavy. It's a lot beefier, but it's not as heavy as the old. Now here's the old one for the front. I got a mess, guys. Got a mess. You can see how it is. Lay it right here, and then here's the new upper. They gotta do the same to this too. You gotta take these bolts out right here, and you gotta grease them bushings. But you can see how much better, beefier these are going to be. Alright guys, so this is the new lower arm. I'm going to show you that what you have to do here. You got to take this apart right here. Be careful, don't let this center section fall. Then you slide out, and then you can take the center section out. Now, as you can see, these got like a little square notch in them where they fit in this. So you gotta make sure that goes back the same way. Alright. So, what we gotta do is we gotta grease all this stuff up. And I'm gonna use this to do the ball joint stuff with too. Get a real nice light, use them fingers. Get the outside edge. Alright. And I gotta do this to the other one too. The upper. This is water resistant. It's for polyurethane bushings. This will keep it from making noise and protect it. Keep it from weather cracking and whatnot. Then I'll also do the pin. I'll take the pin, just smear. I don't know, more better or less better. I don't know. But then I'll take it in here and just spin it. Make sure it gets everywhere. Then when it squirts out, we'll wipe off. But down here at the other end, I'll take and wipe the edge with it. And same process. Stick her in there and just spin it around, make sure everything's got good and coated. Wipe the outer edge. It's a little messy, but what isn't? You guys are seeing me waste some of this grease, but I'm gonna put a little anti-seize on the end of these threads. Because you never know if you ever have this back off. And just smear a little bit on the edge, he'll go through. I'll just set there. Also do the other one. Smear it good on the tip. And I'll set that one down. And push this out. That back out. This in here where we need it. And I usually spin the shaft until the square lines up. Now you don't want to tighten these up yet. You have to torque these, but you won't be able to spin this so you can line up the dowel pins on the body or the cross member. Now my hands are greasy. This towel is covered in it, so I don't know if I'm wiping it off or smearing it. Let me just run her in. That's that on that one. Now she's ready to go in. Alright, you guys get to watch me struggle here a minute. A little difficult even by yourself. But oh well. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Alright. Now you got a little hole here and here for a dowel. This is the one you put in first. This back one kind of just sets in there. It aligns it. So we'll get the front one in first. Now I'm not going to show you guys the greasing of the upper one because I done showed you how to do it here, and it's the same step. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that. Bring her back over here, we'll install her and show you what shim you have to get rid of. Okay, we got the lower control arm all greased, and I'm going to show you what shim that I'm doing away with. Let's see here. Should be, yeah, this is the right side. Alright, as you can see, how these are like half mooned. Now, your stock control arm is cut out on the back side for this to fit in, and it almost sets level with it. And from here to there is an inch on the stock one with this in it. So I'm doing away with this one. We don't need it. Get this up here. Guys, I apologize. This is hard one-handed. All my stands keep breaking. I need to invest in some better camera equipment. You guys are looking at my leg right now, but just give me 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. All right. I found something to tape you to, so let's figure this out. I just set the jack under there. We're going to reset the spring to make sure it stays in its pocket, and then we're going to set the spindle on. Alright guys, moment of truth. We're just going to set her down and see I can already tell we're way too high. But Way too high. Alright guys, earlier when we let it down, it's kind of a disappointment. I didn't know what was going on. So I jacked it back up after crawling under it and seeing what was going on. I didn't realize the bump stop was so tall. But the bump stop was stopping it from coming all the way down. So I modified it and I went and put the shocks on, brakes, brake calipers. You guys see me take it apart, but you see me put all the new stuff on, and I just went through and torqued everything. Now on these, the upper arms are 40 foot-pounds on the bushing bolt. The lower is 80 foot-pounds on the bushing bolt. So we'll run everything, put some miles on it, and then check everything again just to make sure. And let me get you turned around here and show you the final result. I'll show you under the fender. This is the opposite side that we was working on previously. So I'm just going to show you this side and then put the tire back on and show you what it looks like when it's sitting down. Alright. There's the upper arm. All in with the shims. Shocks are all in. Lower arm. Got the front. You see that bump stop right there? Man, that thing was super tall. I modified it, sanded it down so it's just a small bump stop. And two things I don't like about these control arms. One, it never came with anything to tie your brake line to. I bent this in a curve, this bracket, and we put two heavy duty zip ties just to hold it there. And I turned the wheel this way, that way to make sure it wasn't on stretch and pull. And the other thing is that bolt right there. There's no lock washer or nothing on it, and it kind of concerns me. So after I got everything settled and in where I wanted it, I let the weight back off of it. I pulled that bolt out and put some blue Loctite on the very end of it and put it back, and then we torqued everything with the weight on it. And that's about it. That's the only two things I really didn't like about it. Alright, let's try this lowering thing again. I don't know if I can do it. Yep, just sit there still for a minute. Alright. She is. It's on the ground. It's gonna need to settle a little bit. But and it's a lot stiffer, I'll tell you that already. But got my hands in the way. You can see she's sitting pretty level. The hood's open, so don't pay no attention to that. Yeah, she's a little bit higher, but the rocker's sitting level. Maybe we will just bring it back up a little bit. Put a stock shackle on the back. So they put an aftermarket lowering shackle on it. Plus it's C-notched, flip kit, cow tracks and all that. So maybe we'll just bring it up factory a little bit. I want ride quality, not slammed on its nuts. So let me find my flashlight. Whatever I did with it. But get underneath and show you. Alright. You can see it. A lot more clearance than the factory stuff. So I like it. Now I did have the tie rod on the bottom, and
I'm gonna try it this way. We're kinda almost straight with this. It is a little higher. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna line it tomorrow with tape measure. I gotta change old lady's oil in her car. Now, them are stock spindles. Guys, I like it. Good quality stuff. And there's no more like massive amount of bounce. I haven't drove it yet, but before, when I stood on that bumper, you could almost bounce the tire off the ground with this thing. Where they just cut the coil that was on the front of this so much of the factory coil, which this is a 1975, so you can guess how old that is. But he's looking good. I like it. Now we'll do the old tape measure trick to align the in and out, and then we'll have to take it to the alignment shop. And we'll go back through and double check all the torque on everything. I'm sweating like a mother. But we did have a box come in. It's not for this, but it is for something else. But right now, I'm gonna change oil on old lady's car. I'm gonna go shower and call it a day, guys. Hey, remember, don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Let me know if you need any info on anything. I'll try to post the links down below if I can't, or if I forget. I'm really bad at forgetting. Just message me. I'll let you know. I've had a few people message me on some videos, and I gave them all the info they needed. But I appreciate it. See you guys later.